Did she say anything to you about that?
No.
I wanted
That
to
means you
email
didn't watch
you
the
and be
video.
like,
She doesn't
"Hi."
comment on this, and then she doesn't watch the videos.
Yeah.
You need to ask her a question every day, and if she
Kylie,
doesn't answer, she doesn't watch the video.
Kylie, email us a hello so we can see and hear your beautiful voice. We don't really hear it, but
Okay,
we like hi.
so the question says, what does the tangent or slope of a point on a curve on an x versus t graph represent? A little bit of action from last year. Yes, Placido.
The average distance over time.
Good guess.
Speed.
Now, yeah, there we go. If you take a position versus time graph and you take the slope of that, you're going to get a distance divided by time, which is velocity. So velocity would be the answer to this one.
Are you,
Velocity.
do you agree with the title of the song Speed King? It would be Velocity King.
I don't know. What is he describing?
I don't know. It's just,
If it has to do with displacement, then it's velocity. If it's just straight speed, then it's speed.
Very clever of you.
I'm in rare form today.
Feeling like Lightning McQueen.
oh, I love your room so much.
I like this too. Like, I don't know about you guys, but this temperature is like perfect for me. I like this temperature.
Visit some other classes.
No, I'm not going to other classes. I've heard horror stories.
So
One is
for-
Mr.
for
Lysman.
girls,
The other
that's
is Mr.
mostly
Mason.
do it in like 12s.
D-Rice.
So like
Yeah, but in his room, I sit right next to his big fan. It just blows in my face, so it feels great.
I'm kind of hoping the AC doesn't get fixed so we can just keep wearing shorts as teachers. I'm liking this.
Yeah, see, your room feels nice.
Yeah, Dr. Jensen said we could wear shorts for this week because the AC's been broken, so.
And there were some other
I sweat in like 6 out of my 8 classes, or however many.
Then the 12 is easier to work with.
Yeah, that's never fun.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get attacked when I came to physics today. Stop, you're bigger than me, I'll hurt you.
Any questions on the homework?
I don't know. No.
No.
Going once?
What was the answer to the last one?
I don't know. I didn't think anyone would ask.
336x to the 5th plus 720x squared minus 96.
That is
That's what I got.
absolutely right.
Is that good?
That's what I got.
Other questions?
That's not what you got?
Wait, can you repeat
I got 12.
What's that, son?
The math wrong.
Can someone repeat that?
Yeah, what was
I
the
did
number?
math in my head, so I could be wrong. Yeah, I did math in my head.
I did math on
336x to the 5th plus 720x squared minus
I'm good.
96x plus
You good.
60.
Okay.
I said you are absolutely right.
Very good.
Oh, there it is.
Very cool.
Alright, if you guys are cool with that, I'll just come around and grab your papers.
No problem.
What's the last one? 3 something.
We struggled, guys.
336. That's right.
Oh, I did.
What, should just put my card in here?
That's right.
Right.
What are you doing?
I multiplied by
36.
You took my all the
Yeah,
time.
good now.
Thank you.
That will do that. I come in here after just like a twice, and it's so nice. Just half single and halfway. Yeah, first and second. So I start and end my day with single halfway. Nice.
I'm halfway.
Sounds like a good day.
It is. It really is. I'm in Mr. Nichols' room like 3 to 5 times a day. That's great.
Sweet. I wish I could take some of Mr. Nichols' classes.
Mr. Nico is great, but his room is so hot.
Yeah. Can't do it much about that, though. Alright, so new stuff today. More derivatives. Now, do not forget the stuff that we learned yesterday, because everything builds upon that.
What's the title of these notes?
Yes.
These notes have 2 titles,
Oh boy.
and I don't want to share them just yet. So leave a little space on top. Let's say I want you to solve this derivative. How'd it go?
Good, except I accidentally put the first 2 in the wrong line. So now those are links.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.
That'll happen.
So that's physics.
I need.
Those are ones and zeros, right? Yes.
I'm about to go to administration.
Alright. Let's say I want you to do this derivative.
That
Nope.
You just put
That's
x minus 1.
x minus 1? That's
Well,
it.
for the exponent.
What if you just get
Oh, so you just put x minus 1
Wait, are you
here.
using x like as a variable, or just saying how would you do it if that was
Yeah, x is the variable here.
oh,
Yep.
you do, x squared e x minus 1.
All these guesses are about as good as any as you could come up with before actually knowing how to do it. So you guys you're along the right lines here, applying what we did in the last chapter. But there's a special rule that we use to solve these types of problems. Yes?
You have to use ln.
Nope, good guess.
It's 1.
That comes later. The rule to solve this is, anybody guess? What would you call these things?
C.
Z.
C.
Those are my pronouns.
Oh, you have to do it separately. You have to solve the x
That's
first,
true.
then
That's
put
true.
the x back in.
so you take the x.
So it is 1.
We have before us a product. So we have to use the product rule to solve the multiplication
Oh.
of these two functions.
So it is 1.
So product rule is the first title.
It's just x. Because the x is 1 and multiply it.
Whoops.
Last hour, Mr. Nickel wrote high school instead of high scale. We also looked at the board like, why did you write high school?
Wait, this is
Do you guys want me to just explain it, or do you want the sciencey looking way first?
Yeah, science.
All right.
Oh,
I like
You're
the
in
long
a
way.
science class.
as long as I know how to do
Wow.
it, we're fine.
Just gonna change. Just x dx. dx.
Anyone in here ever deal with drugs?
What? You know, actually, I never have.
You guys remember that we're recording.
We should hear a conversation. American or not American.
Just reminding you.
Maybe a lit? You know what then?
We're talking about how you've never been drunk. And we're
Uh,
making plans.
Hitty is selling out. I see.
I'm not on anything right now.
Oh, what the? Okay.
Yeah,
My calculations.
Anybody want to try and interpret that into real life words for me?
Well, it's a
G of x of x of x. The derivative.
Yeah,
You see, the easy part is, you know it fits into the product rule, so once you know that, you're fine.
That's true.
Now we just need to know what the product rule is, and none of us know.
Well, because you're doing, it's basically foiling, because you have the f of x and then the g of x within it, so then you swap it and it's addition and it works.
I'm not idea what you're talking about, but it sounds right.
Yeah, you lost me there too. But you're probably just higher above me in terms of this stuff.
Probably not. I probably
I like to
just
consider
figured it
myself
out.
high, so
Yeah,
She
consider
probably used
myself
all the
like somewhere below you.
complicated terms and put it together and
All right.
into like one sentence
Just.
that nobody can understand, so everyone has to say, okay.
Kind of like sometimes if my wife is talking to me and I just like, it's just.
Hello? Hello?
Can you repeat that, dear?
Well,
Okay.
hi.
So here's what this is all saying. When you've got two functions and you're multiplying them together, what you do to get their derivative is you got to pull out this one first, leave it as it is, and then separately just take the derivative of the right side function. To that, you add the exact opposite. Pull out the second function, take the derivative of the first one. So, I'll write this out the long way first. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Well, listen to the recording.
Because all I remember you saying was something like foil.
Really?
Because you take the foil, because you take the first one. Oh, no.
It's
I'm
all
making
good.
stuff up in my head. It's okay.
I do that all the time when we're doing math. Like, this seems like
I was distracted by the Rubik's Cube, so I thought that's the right thing.
Where's the
So this would be the result of that. You pull out the x while taking the derivative of the second function, e to the x, and then to that you add the opposite, where you pull out e to the x and you multiply that by the derivative of x.
colors?
Oh.
You know, I don't know if I follow.
It will all make sense in just one.
I think I just need numbers.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't you just love letters?
Yes,
They're amazing.
actually.
Not in this case.
You remember back when math
Like if I was looking at the letter Z, I'd be like, ah, it's nice.
Now it's just like, yeah, let's just
And
now
now
when you
and it
see
was
it
a foreign
actually,
language.
when you, it's like
I
I've heard
see
reading
a cursive
something, and
Z.
it's like
Those are nice.
in grade school when you see a letter in math, it's like what? And now when you see numbers in math, you're like what?
I know, it's
Like,
crazy.
Oh, we actually have okay.
Pretty soon they just flop.
Yeah.
The final class you will ever take, as high up as you can go in math, is just the alphabet.
Yeah.
It's called English class.
Wait, what's that one field of math? It's like
You
Figure
add
out
a
the
bunch
value
of
each
words
word.
together and it makes sense. Oh my
oh.
It makes
The poor people that have to watch these videos. We're so sorry.
I can't do this. Second,
And it makes you wonder who's gonna watch this. You know, we're here in 2020. I'm not gonna record this ever again. So if I'm still here, like 15 years from now, someone's gonna watch this in 2035 and be like, "Wow, what a weird group of people."
You're not wrong. Just embrace
And I'll
it.
probably be the exact same type of person, except
you
I'll
throw
have.
the POV memes in there and then our high school reunion. Their high school reunion.
Mr. Halfway, what we have to do
Yes.
is get you to put these videos off of unlisted and
Uh-huh.
then let the whole world see them.
No.
Post it on YouTube.
No, for goodness sake.
No, the thing is, now you have to like flash a picture of John in it, and so that when they're taking it, they can see how much he's changed because it'll be like he's not even 1 yet right now.
Yeah, he's 10 months now.
He's 10 months.
We can make it like a compilation of
It
all of our
was
funniest moments of
Halloween,
things
and
Placido
it
says in class.
snowed,
Right.
and he had a
Yeah,
baby.
Placido, you should put together like a greatest
It was
hits of the
weird.
school year.
Anyone doing illicit drugs?
Stop.
Anyway.
You know, I consider that one of the top 10 moments so far this year.
What?
Placido saying that. It's got like a close up in your mouth.
The
I
camera.
swear, I don't have any on me, but I can sell them for you cheap.
I don't think apologize actually tells them.
Oh my
I have
goodness.
no idea what you guys talking about.
I remember.
Hey, let's do calculus! Do that
I didn't put my contacts
Do that?
in.
right now.
Mr. Halfway realizing that he's actually live streaming this.
No, he's
When
recording.
he actually
No,
has to do
this
the
isn't live
password.
stream. What's it?
When you actually have to do the password.
So I thought we
Oh,
teleported.
we're
All we did is just
No,
write this down.
you should let me get into your camera and have live streaming on Twitch. You're like two viewers.
Well, that's about how many I have right now, anyway.
Write that up on board. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. Put this in your notes. Do your best to solve it. We'll see if you have what it takes.
I don't.
Probably
I'll
not.
tell you that.
Are. Let's be real here.
Let's not be real here.
Oh, don't.
Let's be fake.
Oh? Maybe? Wait, maybe that. Maybe? Oh wait, never mind. My notes are flipped, so like my brain.
Oh, I get it. Oh, I don't know how I can simplify this.
Don't worry about simplifying.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just stop before I confuse myself.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you do this?
what some of that means.
That makes sense. But
Can I just say the answer? And I'll be like,
I'll let you try and
what's the
chicken
answer?
scratch.
Someone say my name?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I did. Can you check it?
Yeah, sure. Here, I'll put the answer on the board. We'll see how close you guys get.
Okay.
Okay.
If I see the answer, I'll probably
I'm just
know.
gonna start writing like, nope.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good so far?
Oh. Yep.
Nope.
Nope. X. -1 half. Yeah.
Yours might look a little different if you
I
simplified.
Yeah. That means
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
We'll go through it step by step, so don't worry if you didn't get it.
Oh. I think I see what I did wrong. Oh, I forgot about your writing. I'm so sorry. Last time we read it was like 7 months ago. Yeah. Where does it say? Here I got it. So here's your original, what you need to do. Well, this is still missing, yeah. I just skipped stuff. You shouldn't even bother looking at mine, because I'm an awful person. I don't need that. I don't need
I
that.
simplified to negative square root x over
So
2
here's
plus
why is the,
square root x.
oh, okay, wait. I understand what I did. You rewrote this square
This is
root.
up to what I got.
Yeah,
After that,
I forgot to do something. We're very intelligent people, can you not tell? Exactly.
Nobody's intelligent on Fridays.
That,
Allowed.
really? I accept that. Yeah,
I
see,
hate
I
Mondays.
knew that was a negative, but I put
Consider
that
Fridays the
zero
day I need to be most
-1
intelligent.
in my head. I was dumb. Okay. So that's I lost the negative. That's why.
So this is the totally not simplified version. So any questions on how we go from here to here? That's okay. So all we do again, the main procedure is we've got two functions. This is the first, this is the second. So the first thing we do is pull out the first function, multiply it by the derivative of the second. So this means derivative of 1 minus x. And then to that, we're adding the exact opposite. We got to pull out the 1 minus x. So that goes out here.
Why is it positive? Why is it plus x though? That's where I'm lost.
Well, it's not plus x, it's minus x, as you can clearly see.
Okay. That's just where I got lost.
Where did I go wrong here? It is minus, yeah.
Okay.
And then down here, that must be... That's also minus. Yep.
Okay. Alright. So that makes more sense.
Yeah. So you take the derivative of square root of x of the second one then. And then it's just a matter of leaving this where it is. Derivative of negative x is -1. That goes, same thing right there. And to take the derivative of square root of x, the best thing that you can do is rewrite it so it's a little bit easier. So x squared is x to the 1/2. So to take the derivative of this, put the exponent out in front. So that's 1/2. Subtract 1 from the exponent up top, and you got -1/2. Because 1/2 minus 1 is equal to -1/2. So that's where all that comes from. Questions?
But I wrote the wrong number, and then it just like messed me up.
It's okay.
Yeah, like
Where did I lose you, Seth?
You don't even know what you don't know.
Tell him in the beginning, and he will go over it again.
So yeah, we've got these two different functions. And so because we've got the two functions here, we have to use a special derivative rule in order to derive them when they're together. So the first thing we do is we take the square root of x. This comes out in front. And then you multiply that by the derivative of 1 minus x. So that's where this part is. And then after that, we got to do the exact same thing for the other side. So we already did the first part. The second part is pulling this one out in front. instead of the square root of x, and then multiplying that by the derivative of the square root of x. And that's how we set it up. You see where that comes from?
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. The second rule that you're going to learn today is another special rule, but this one's not quite as friendly. This is like the rule that will take your lunch money if you don't stand up to it. It's called the product rule, and it's right here.
Wait, I have a product? Oh.
Yep. So now it's the same, or no, it's not product, it's quotient. Yeah, we did the product rule.
Yeah.
What's this one called? Proportion?
Quotient rule.
Quotient. I heard like
Quotient rule.
multiplying and dividing, product and quotient. Gotcha. Our brains are really dead today.
Today would be
We
game day.
come back and watch the video and go, oh,
We'd be playing Rayleigh today, in case anyone was wondering.
what?
It would have been a home game against Rayleigh tonight.
Could be.
Joke's on them. They don't know we're playing two-hand touch.
All right, so I'll just,
That's fine. It's not actually happening.
we'll go through one example of this. You probably only need one example. It's long enough that another one might not be a good use of your time. So just do your best to make sure that you follow along. It's pretty similar to the product rule. The only difference is this becomes a minus, and we have to divide now by the quotient. And you'll just see that as we...
Because, like, never mind. I'm thinking, in my head it makes sense, but yeah, never mind.
It's okay.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Did you purposely make your dress and your face mask match?
I tried, thank you. You know, someone else pointed it out, and I feel proud. Yes, I did.
Well done.
And it's actually plain on the inside, but I wanted a little design.
Awesome. Did you have a question, Placido? Okay.
Oh wait, yes, I did. Is there gonna be like a sheet with all of these things on it?
Yes.
Brady Hubbard. It's like,
Is it also
your
gonna be on
next
the
fantasy
shirt?
dress, and I was like, yes, I tried.
It
thank
could
you.
be. I mean, I kind of doubt it because you need like a quite a bit to make them like the decent price.
Oh,
My
no.
brother's wife can do custom shirts.
We have connections.
Like just
We have
10?
connections.
She would probably gladly take just 10.
Interesting.
Right now,
And they'd probably
probably.
be better designed than yours.
Is that it?
All right. So here's our
Can I get one with your face on it?
here's the question. So we got to try and figure this one out. So let's go through it together. Then hopefully have some time to get rocking on the
You want?
homework.
Can I have a minute?
What's that?
Can I have a-
Okay. So here's our quotient. There's our quotient rule. So step number one, we got to take whatever function is on the bottom, and we got to pull it out in front. So that goes first. Then we got to multiply that by the derivative of whatever's up top.
What's happening?
Well, so we got to pull out the bottom function because the g of x got pulled out. So we're pulling out the x squared first,
Oh, we're working. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
and then we're taking the derivative of the top function.
Because I would want to add a derivative of the g of x on top, even though we don't. Because it would just be even.
Right. We should probably do this though. So we do the exact same thing then. We subtract, and there should be a derivative sign over here.
There should.
actually.
Okay, there is supposed to. Okay.
Oh, I see. You were.
That's where
Okay.
I was like, in my head, I would
Wait,
want to make
is
it even and
equals
do a
zero?
derivative of the g of x
No,
on
he
top.
wrote it.
Oh, there's no.
Okay,
Sorry
so
about that.
my head made sense. Okay.
We'll go, oh, it's not zero.
Yeah, I can see how that would be really confusing.
Because I was like, I would want to make it even, because why would you just multiply? Yeah. You know what? It's
Me, it's not zero. I know that word.
Yeah. I'm like, is it really just zero? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't plan on that happening too often.
I was like, I did something wrong. We all get like a zero on the exam and we're like, why? Oh, we had our derivatives wrong.
The AP test is just one giant quotient rule problem.
Yeah, with our luck.
45 minutes. That was like Gauss Jordan at the end of the year. You guys remember that? Terrible.
So does everybody follow the setup here? Okay.
You got it, Seth.
So now it's just a matter of doing the derivatives. Derivative of e to the x is e to the x. Derivative of x squared is just going to be 2x. And x squared squared is x to the fourth.
You said squared, squared.
Squared squared. Okay.
And that's the simplest form you wanted it.
I don't care what form you keep it in. If you don't simplify, that's totally cool. Questions on this?
Yeah, questions, let me know, or feel free to help each other out. I was gonna ask what time this class ended, and then I realized, like,
It's almost like a highlighter.
So I was trying to tell you there's only 2 great perfect at this time.
There's a what?
Only 2 great perfect at this time.
Yeah, fun.
What?
We did not get problem.
No problem.
Until tomorrow.
You're lucky.
Tomorrow. Monday.
You're lucky little.
Actually, technically, we do have